This is Craig Haugard with your Financial Issues Ag Update. Well, corn finished the day unchanged on Friday as we saw a tug-of-war between traders that were position evening ahead of month end, as well as profit-taking ahead of the election, and traders who were buying based on the lack of country movement and pretty decent demand for U.S. corn. It's going to be interesting to see this week how that all shakes out and who ultimately wins that tug-of-war. The soybean market closed higher Friday as it was supported by strong export demand and tightening supplies. Speaking of export demand, on Friday we did have the USDA announcement of the sale of 122,000 metric tons of soybeans that were sold to an unknown destination. Chicago wheat futures were lower, while Kansas City was just marginally lower, and Minneapolis was actually a bit stronger on Friday. The Chicago wheat market was pressured by fund liquidation and improving weather conditions in the Black Sea, U.S., and Europe. Russia received some rain over the weekend, is expected to get a little bit more earlier this week, while here in the U.S. we're expected to see a drier pattern for the week, all which should be conducive for the development of those crops. Cotton futures saw a continuation of their sell-off on Friday, the December futures closing down 90 points, settling at 68.92. And livestock futures actually had a mixed session on Friday, with the December live cattle ending the day 32.5 cents higher, while November feeder cattle were up $1.67.5 at the closing bell. Lean hog futures lost just a bit of ground, with the December futures closing a nickel lower. Class 3 milk futures just keep screaming higher. Friday saw the November futures close 58 points higher as they settled at 23.86 and put in yet another life of contract high. And meat cutout values were mixed. We had choice box beef 78 cents higher as it closed at 208.10. Select boxes were up a penny as they settled at 191.24. Pork carcass cutout values, on the other hand, had a pretty tough outing on Friday. They closed $3.77 lower as they settled at $83.80 per hundredweight. This has been Craig Haugard with your Financial Issues Ag Update. We'll be right back with more financial issues after this.